When I talk about clean cooking, this is what I mean. Right there, my bio cooking stove. It uses ethanol stove. Well, I'm trying to run away, very far away from the use of charcoal and gas. We all know the hazards from the use of that. And so it has been a while. Ever since I got away from the use of charcoal, I am loving this season of my life, and I'm like, I need to spread this gospel of using bio stove. And of course, I'm going to come sometime with an electric pressure cooker. And I just need to prove to you guys that it actually burns well. The flames are strong enough. So today, I am preparing fresh tilapia fish. And I had already, of course, put my saucepan, I let it heat a bit, poured in cooking oil, you let it heat a bit, and then you come in with the onions, definitely. Right here, my onions were almost burning because I was trying to do everything at the same time. So I came in with my, carrots. I like to put in my carrots sometimes when I'm frying my onions before I come in with the tomatoes and other things like garlic and, tangawizi, that is ginger, depending on what it is that you like to put in your fresh fish. Yeah, so I've come in with my tomatoes right there, and as you can see from the bio stove, it's really cooking it so well, as a gas would prepare it, as the charcoal stove that you love would have prepared it. I mean, it's even better. And another beauty with it is that you might be worried that it produces, that black soot. It doesn't. It's clean. When I say clean, it's clean. It doesn't burn with dirt. It's clean. So I'm going in right there with my garlic, with my ginger, and what else is that? Yeah, so tomatoes, carrots, onions, ginger, little ginger, and garlic. So I'm just stirring it up to, and the one thing I forgot was to show you the level of flames. So normally when I'm preparing my tomatoes, I don't grate. Sometimes I don't blend. So I'll just cover it, and then I reduce the level of the flame for it to, simmer gently. Because if the heat is too high, it will not soften. It will just, dry up. As we can see right here, the tomatoes have already softened, and stirring it up, trying to soften it a bit. And then of course later on I'm going to go in with my spices. I have I don't know what you use, but I have quite a number of things. I love roiko so much. I cannot do my when I'm preparing my sauce, I cannot miss roiko. Yeah, so as you can see there, my tomatoes are already, they're already soft. So I'm just, stirring them up, making it a little bit, even. Yeah, so I don't want some bumps in when you're eating your soup has to be smooth. So as we can see here, I left it for some time a bit, and now I'm going in with my roiko cube beef, my roiko cube. And yeah, so I mean, you don't have to put in the things that I'm putting in. You can um use whatever spices you desire to use whenever you're preparing your fresh tilapia fish. Anyway, this is my 30 days challenge of clean cooking. When I say clean cooking, I mean by use of bio stove and electric pressure cooker, and getting away from the use of charcoal, getting away from the use of gas. And of course we are saving here money, because charcoal in the long run is more expensive. And I've said this over and over again. When I used to use charcoal, I used to spend double more times than I'm spending on this bio stove. You know what I mean? So it has saved me a lot, and I think it's time for me now to spread this news to other people as well. And another time, I'm also going to come in and show another appliance that is of course, in the same line of, clean cooking, renewable energy. Yeah, so my tomato is ready there. So I normally prefer to put my spices when my tomatoes have cooked. I don't just, you know, put them all in at once before. Yeah, so that when I'm putting in my whatever it is that I'm preparing, whether fish or meat or chicken, it gets absorbed in. So I'm going in there with my green pepper. I like to put in my green pepper when everything is ready, so that that aroma of green pepper, I love it. I don't like it when my green pepper overcooks. Yeah, so I think, I was wondering what's that in my sauce, but I realized it was carrot, but I cut it in a different shape. I mean, so I think it's now time for me to go in with my fish. By the way, if there's one thing you need to do that I'm begging you, is to always wash your fish very well. Wash it right, clean. Go inside the gills, squeeze out that sliminess, rinse it very well. So the reason why I prefer to put in the fish before I pour in water is that all the aroma, the spices, and everything that I've put in to absorb in the fish first very well before I go in and pour water. I think you can see. I think right where you are right now, you feel like just eating it as it is. Isn't it? Yeah, so I'm going in with my water right now. Um, and one thing I realized about tilapia, or when you're cooking fresh fish, you just have to put a small amount of water. If you go in with a lot of water, you'll just mess up that sauce. The soup will just get messed up. It will not be as tasty as it is when you pour, little water. So go in little water. Don't put in excess soup. If the family is large, anyway, according to the size of the fish that you're preparing, but you can always have a side dish to go with it. All right, so I think I'm coming to the end of my preparation, but as we can see there, and one thing with the fresh fish that I like is it doesn't take long to get ready. So I'm adding in more water there, and I think that's enough. And then I'll cover it, and then it will cook just for a short while, because like I said earlier on, fresh fish doesn't take long to cook. Yeah, it just cooks for a short time. And then the other thing maybe I should let you know is, when you're mixing, I normally hold my pan, and then I just mix it while holding, like I spin it around without necessarily fixing in the mingling stick, because it ends up crushing the fish. Well, here's our fish, and adding in salt to taste, and then after that I'm now going to cover it, and then I give it time to cook, and maybe I'll add in a little water so that I can have at least enough soup. But I prefer my soup thick. So let's see how it cooks, and then I'll show you when it is ready. Okay, so our fish is ready, and that's how it looks like. I think you can see the soup, how thick it is. So you can serve with whatever it is, whether it is ugali or posho or sima or whichever you call it. I think this day I had prepared it with matoke, yeah, matoke and some pumpkin on the side. It was so delicious. The only challenge is I forgot to take a picture of the whole setup in my plate, but trust me. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe. See you on my other videos.